Hey everyone, this is Lauren Abbott, publisher of the Mid-South Horse Review. And if you're here in the Mid-South, you're suffering. We went from 75 degrees down to below 30, and it is cold. Us Southerners are not used to super cold Canadian air coming through, but it came through. It came through on Halloween, and it is here, and it is November. I did want to bring some tidbits for horse health. And just some good practices to have when we have sudden weather changes like this. First and foremost, always consult with your veterinarian if you see any signs of colic, or you need your horse's nutritional, maybe they're losing weight or they're really hard keepers in the wintertime, anything like that. Always turn to your vet. And if you have an equine nutritionist, they are also wonderful to consult. But I have a 23-year-old thoroughbred. He is right here. He is eating right now. And he has a megaesphogus, which is a degenerative condition in a horse. He basically has a stricture in his esophagus, and it's very similar to a diverticulitis. So that food group pulls into that diverticulitis, and then it slowly goes down that stricture. Over time, that stricture gets you could say kind of smaller. That scar tissue gets thicker, and it narrows that pathway for his food to go down. So now in his 20s, he no longer can eat hay. And this is a major problem in the wintertime when the grass goes dormant. Horses need forage 24/7 to keep their guts healthy, and it's just really hard to manage. So one of the things that I always say, if you have and recommend if you have a senior horse that maybe has some really bad teeth and they're choke prone, they can no longer eat hay, or even if you've got one like mine with a megaesphogus, first and foremost, you can manage them. It is not a life sentence. It might add a few extra steps and make you more aware of the things to look out for, but it's not a life sentence. You can manage these guys that have degenerative conditions like mine, and also seniors who maybe have some bad teeth. But I have to feed my guy liquid feed. So what I do in the wintertime, I feed him multiple times a day, at least 3 times, 4 times on a good day. If there is ice and snow on the ground, I'm feeding him at least 5 times. I work from home a lot of days, and my husband also works some days at home as well. He works a hybrid schedule. So between us, we divide and conquer. If you have somebody that can help you in the middle of the day when you're at the office, I highly encourage it. What that does is I feed him a complete senior feed, and feeding him multiple small meals a day that is watered down. That water helps get that food to his gut without him choking, and it also hydrates him. So it is great, especially when we go from 75 degrees to 30 degrees, and colic is always a potential on sudden weather changes like this. He's well hydrated. I also feed him a probiotic to try to keep that gut healthy. At nighttime when I sleep, I can't feed him, and I'm not gonna get up in the middle of the night and feed him. You certainly can, but he has been doing well. Again, he is 23, and on those really cold nights, I double blanket him, I put him up, and I try to keep him out of the direct northern cold wind. And I watch him really close, but I give him those probiotics to make sure that his gut does stay as healthy as it can during long periods when he goes without any forage. I also give him a tri-amino, which helps his top line. I think it's great for any senior horse, but especially one that is not eating hay throughout the day to keep that extra forage in his gut. I just really focus on giving him the proteins he needs to maintain a healthy weight. But other than that, always consult with your veterinarian. I do believe adding water, especially warm water, to any horse's feed during sudden weather changes like this is a great way to protect against colic. But if you want some, nutritional feedback, recommendations, tips from licensed veterinarians, nutritionists, specialists, Please subscribe to the Horse Review. This is stuff that we have on our website and in our issues all the time of best ways to care for your horses, especially if they're special needs like mine. So if you've got any questions, send them our way, and we're always happy to cover an article on your question or give feedback. And we do always consult with veterinarians when we put out our content, and also nutritionists. So you can find us at www.midsouthhorsereview.com, and feel free to send me a message.